Today, I'm going to break down this very easy lighting setup that looks like this. It's great for when you have plain looking backgrounds and it gives your shots a bit of daddy's sauce, some cinematic goodness. Be sure to apply all of these steps as they are each essential to get this look. Firstly, you'll need a plain backdrop. And what I mean by this is a backdrop that's not too busy with plants or objects and can be your blank canvas to squirt your sauce on. I usually find a plainish wall, or if the location doesn't have one, I have this black backdrop which can be assembled in like 2 seconds, which is great. You can use this as an opportunity to add a pop of colour with coloured backdrops. Then what I will do is set up my gobo. A gobo is a metal disc that can cut light into various shapes. You place them into a spotlight attachment, just like this one, attach it to your light, and then you can apply various different styles like these leaves or these streaks of light. The leaves are probably my favourite. Now this immediately adds more to the backdrop. A key tip is to try and angle the shapes so that the subject is more in focus. For example, in this shot, the streaks are aiming towards me. Or this shot in my office, the leaves are behind my head to separate me from the backdrop because I'm basically the same colour as the backdrop. And if your light is RGB, you can also do this by mixing up the colours. The light I use is the Amaran 300C with the spotlight attachment. I've had it for just over a year and it's probably my favourite light of all time. I'm actually going to make a video on it. The next step is to add your key light. I've broken down the importance of a soft key light in a previous video, but you basically want to use a softbox or bounce your light to get a nice soft look. I place this light at a 45-degree angle from my subject. I also use a grid attachment. What a grid does is it directs the light into one direction and prevents it from spilling onto the background. This makes sure that the gobo pattern that you're using on the background remains visible. Then the final light is arguably the most important, as a lot of filmmakers will miss this, and that is a hair light or a backlight. This gives an edge to the subject, making sure they aren't lost in the background and gives them this little 3D pop. I like to place mine directly opposite my key light, so at a 45-degree angle behind me. Then you've got to have a little bit of haze. I recently purchased this portable haze machine and it is great. Haze just takes a little bit of the contrast out and makes the lighting look more volumetric and cinematic. Big words. There's also a bonus step of adding negative fill, which is basically black material that I like to place on the opposite side of my key light, and it adds shadow to that side of the face, giving the actor more depth. And you can mix up this lighting setup. This is just an easy way of making a boring location look a bit more spicy. You can try things in the foreground, you can try coloured lights. We've actually used things in the foreground recently. We shot a commercial for a jewellery brand and we hung drapes in front of the model, put on a fan, and she was just kind of like in slow motion pushing through, and it looked quite good. It's also a very good idea to have your subject wearing contrasting clothing to the background to make them stand out even more. So like I'm wearing green to make me stand out from this orangey background. So let me know if you try this look for yourself. I'd love to know what you think of it. I've linked everything that I've mentioned in this video in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.